Hi there. So our next routine is level 1 and it's the time saver routine, routine number 2. So we've got the lovely Emily here. She's in a rest position and she's going to come into all fours position to start this routine off in a nice cat stretch. So Emily, make your way up to all fours position. So in your all fours position, you're going to make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. A bit short there, love. Walk forward a little bit more. Bring the hips, keep the knees where they are. Walk the body a little bit more forward. Stick the bottom out. Let's widen the collarbone. Big in breath there. And just breathing for now, Emily. Just lengthen the back of the head. And so we've got this lovely long straight spine here. Breathing in. Let's take a little tilt on the next out breath. On the out breath, you're just going to draw your hips up to your ribs and arch your spine. Let the head hang. And breathe in back to your neutral spine. Long from crown to tailbone. And breathe out, little tilt. Nice big arch of the spine. Breathe in back to neutral. And breathe out. So you can just work through as many as you want. We're going to do 2 more here. Breathe in back to neutral. I want to be careful not to hyperextend the back. Keep going. You keep moving, love. I'm just talking to the viewers here. Drop the head. Just do 1 more there. Breathe in back to neutral. So what I meant by that is you wouldn't overextend. You wouldn't, no need to do that sort of thing. We want to keep a nice neutral position. Last one there. Let's draw the hips up to your ribs. Really drop the head. We use the weight of the head to stretch the spine. And breathe in back to neutral. And then from there, we'll just go into 1 little rest position. Draw your bottom back. Take the arms nice and long. So our little cat stretch there is just to mobilize the spine, get it all nice and warmed up, ready for our next movement. So now you're going to move into laying on your back, which is also called the supine position. So Emily, when you're ready now, just turn around and lay on your back. And you're going to end up with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. And just wiggle down a little bit more on the mat there, Emily. And when you're settled, take your arms out to your side in your A-frame position. So let's press the palms down, breath in. And on the breath out, let's just press the backs of the shoulders into the mat. And we're just going to do 3 of those. Breathe out, shoulder press. Breathe in, pause and relax. And breathe out. So as we're doing our little shoulder press, we're just prepping now, ready for our pelvic curl. We're going to make sure the feet are hip distance apart. 1 more little shoulder press. So this helps stabilize the upper body whenever we do our pelvic curl. So just keep the press there now, nice and slow breaths, Emily. Keep reaching out through the fingertips. Now pressing into all points of your feet, behind your big toe, little toe and your heel of your foot. Let's do a couple of pelvic tilts first. On your next out breath, let's just draw the hips towards the ribs and you're flattening your back into the mat. And hips away from ribs. And breathe out, hips towards the ribs. Just keep going there, Emily. I'm going to keep talking here. So what you're going to be doing here is you're flattening your back. You're working between flat back and working between a little neutral position. And let's do 1 more. After that one, we want to get a sense that we're nice and open and long through the front of the hips. On your next tilt, you're going to come up to pelvic curl. So let's breathe out, tilt the pelvis, press into the feet, start peeling your hips up into your bridge position. You're holding that for an in-breath. Press those shoulders, press those feet, breath in. And on the out-breath, drop through the breastbone, peel the spine back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. And breathe in back to your neutral pelvis. And breathe out, tilt again. Let's press into the feet, peeling up. Stretch those knees away, in breath. And on the breath out, drop through your breastbone. So what we want to be thinking about there with the spine, you just keep going, Emily. We want to be thinking about the spine as being like a little pearl necklace, especially on the way back down. Breath in at the top. On the breath down, think of the vertebrae as 1 little pearl and it just drops down. 1 vertebrae at a time or 1 pearl at a time. Let's do another one of those. Peel it up, Last chance to press into the shoulders, press into the feet, breath in. And melting your spine back down, one vertebrae at a time. Feeling okay there, Emily? Excellent. Just relaxing and breathing. Well, next movement is we're going to go into a little chest lift. So you might remember in the last video we talked about an ab press. So let's for a moment bring one knee at a time to tabletop, Emily. And then bring your palms of your hands onto your thighs. So just to refresh your memory, breathe out, press. That's an ab press. Okay? But we're not doing that today. You're going to do one more of those. That was just for a demonstration. Let's take one foot at a time to the floor. That's an option. Now, chest lift. Float the hands behind your head. Bring your elbows at peripheral vision. Shrug your shoulders down your back. Breathe in. And on the breath out, draw tummy, draw your ribs towards your hips. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. You can do 5 of these, Emily. Breathe out to lift. Oh, she's working hard there. Breathe in to lower. One of your jobs here, and do you count to, Emily, 2 more after this one. One of your jobs here is to keep your pelvis still, if possible. We're just at beginner level here still, so that might not be easy for you. But always trying to stabilize. Breathe out to lift. Where are we, Emily?
Last one. Yeah.
Last one coming up. Breathe out to lift. That's our chest lift, our standard chest lift. Breathe in low. We're going to go into hula or chest lift with rotation, 3 each side. Breath in, prepare. So we breathe out, start lifting in chest lift, rotate over to your right, opposite rib to opposite hip. Breathe in, lower back down. And breathe out to lift, right elbow, left knee. Breathe in to lower. It's lift and rotate. Breathe in, lower. Nice work there. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in, lower. We're just going to do 1 more each side. Breathe out, lift and rotate. Breathe in, lower. And let's go. Last one there. Nice work, Emily. When you come back to your mat, you can choose to take your headrest or head block, pillow, whatever you've got. We're going to move into our single leg lifts. This one we're going to breathe in to lift the right leg. When you're ready, breathe in, lift the right leg to tabletop. Knee over hip. Breathe out to lower. Stay with that right leg. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. It's important to listen to the cues. 2 more. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out, lower. And you're doing 2 more. And breathe out, lower. Nice controlled breathing Emily's got going on here. Hope you have too. And we're going to transition to that left leg. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lift. And how's our count going there, Emily? 1 more, 2 more. And last one coming up. Excellent. Let's just walk our feet and our knees together. So arm position can be either Emily's in an A-frame position or she can take the arm out to the T-frame. Just show the viewers your T-frame. So let's just work a little A-frame today to keep us in view here. Squeeze these knees together, squeeze the ankles together. Breathe in, rotate over to your right. And breathe out back to start. Nice controlled movements. Breathe in, rotate. Breathe out back to start. Let's do 3 more each direction. That's 4 each direction. Keep squeezing those knees. So it doesn't look like much, but when we're really activating the inner thighs, focusing on the core, it's quite a strong movement. And 1 more set each direction. Excellent. We can count today. Good news. And last one this direction. Excellent work. Back to center. In a moment, we're going to move into our toe taps. So we've had our leg lifts. Toe taps are a little bit more challenging. Your regression is back to feet on the floor. When you're ready, Emily, breath in, and on the breath out, float one knee at a time to tabletop. And while I'm talking then, you're just going to keep connecting to your core. So you want to keep this nice active position. Now, ideally we maintain the 90-degree angle of the leg there. If for some reason you are a little bit fatigued, it's okay to lower the heels a little bit, but that is our ideal. That's what we're working towards. So breath in, prepare. On the out breath, right toe taps to the floor. Breathe in, lift. Stay with that right leg. Breathe out, tap. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, tap. Slower, Emily. And breathe out, tap. And one more. Breathe out, tap. Breathe in, lift, going to your left. Breathe out, tap. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out, tap. And breathe out, tap. And we're going to do one more. Now breath in, prepare. And on the out breath, one toe at a time, 1 foot at a time to the floor. And just have a little sway through the knees there. Excellent. So now Emily's going to come into a kneeling position. You can also work from a seated position, but today she's coming into a kneeling facing the camera, please, Emily. Coming into the center of the mat here, sitting nice and tall. Do you want to sit on the block, Em? There's your block. Just going to have a little arm and wrist stretch here. So when you're settled in a nice neutral pelvis, you're going to reach the arms out to the side. Palms up to start with. Get a little bit longer if you can reach like you're trying to touch wall to wall there. Okay, let's rotate the palms down. Let's flex at the wrist, flexing down. Wait for your cues, Emily. That's it. So there's this strong stretch downwards there. Let's rotate palms up. Stretch your fingers nice and wide. Take a fist. Rotate down. And shrug the shoulders down. Let's do some circles through those wrists. Through the wrists, let's do 3 each direction. So our poor little wrists get a lot of work. We want to mobilize through the wrists, especially when we're doing our all fours work. So about 3 or 4 each direction. And then just lower the arms down, Emily. 3 little shoulder rolls each direction. Let's reach the shoulders up and circle. Reach up and circle. And circle. And other direction, and circle, and circle, and last one there. Okay, releasing some nice tension by doing that little shoulders routine there. Let's take the arms straight out the front. I'm just going to do a little scissor here. Let's take one arm up, one arm down, excuse me. Breathe out, back to center. Keep going there. Breathe in, open your scissor. Breathe out, close your scissor. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. One more each direction, Emily. And one more there. And lower the arms. Take the arms just straight out to the side before. We'll just do some little windmill circles. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And you can make those circles as big or as small as you want without knocking your mama out back here. And one more. Let's reverse those circles. Circle the other direction. And circle. And circle. And circle, and let's do one more after that. Excellent. We're going to go into a side sitting position, Emily. So let's swing your legs to your left. There, get comfortable, open your knees up. Do you need to untuck the feet at the front there? Okay, nice and tall. Let's breathe in. Take that left arm out to the side and let's slice up and over. You might want to sit a little bit more forward there, love, on the mat. Remember the mat position there? When you're ready, breathe in tall and let's breathe out, slice over. Breathe in, re-stack the spine and breathe out, slice over and breathe in. And just have a little play with that position. We'll do that one and one more. So you can hold that position for me, Emily. So we can hold that there. You can also just bend that elbow a little bit and rotate to the left, look up at the ceiling. So there's a little rotation going on there. Feel that stretch and that rotation? Nice work. And let's take it forward, restack the spine, come on up and swap the other side. Just sit a little bit more forward on, just a smidge more forward on the mat there, Em. There you go. Propping up the, now if you need the block, you may not need the block. Emily comes from a family of tight hips, and that's why she needs that little extra block. Breathe in tall, let's breathe out, slice left. Breathe in, restack the spine, and breathe out as you slice left. Breathe in, restack the spine. That's lovely. Keep going there. And let's take the next one and hold it there. Holding it there, just breathing there, and I'm going to help Emily with this little rotation. So think of it through that bra strap area. We're just going to rotate back a little bit there. And Emily's just going to take her eyes wherever's comfortable there. We never want to stress the neck. Nice work, Emily. One more breath there. And then taking yourself forward and coming up and restacking the spine. How does that feel?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. So our next position is we're going to go into what's called a prone position. So it's a laying down on your tummy position. So
prone breathing, just deep Pilates breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keeping your pubic bone anchored to the mat. Breathing in to lift your upper body. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in, lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. And breathe out to lower. Create energy through the palms of the hands as you drag your shoulders back. Breathe in through the nose as you lift. Breathe out through the mouth as you lower. Breathe in, lift and lengthen through the crown. Then you're going to put your hands under your shoulders, push your bottom back onto your heels for rest position. Just breathing, zipping and relaxing here.
So after our prone position, we're going to come into our all fours position, and let's do a little cat stretch. So either spread your fingers or fist there, whatever works for you. Breath in, and on the breath out, little tuck off the pelvis, arch your spine. Breathe in back to your neutral posture, and breathe out as you draw the tummy to the ceiling, arch your spine. Breathe in back to your all fours position. It's a strong position. Breathe out, tuck your pelvis. And we'll just do one more little cat stretch. Breathe out, arch. Come into your neutral posture. So we'll go into our pigeon stretch now. Going to bring your left knee to your left wrist, and then wing it out to the side. Walk the back leg back as far as you can. And come to your elbows. And if it's available to you, bring your forehead down to the floor. Just breathe through that position. 3 nice big deep breaths. And let's change positions back to your all fours position, bringing your right knee to your right wrist as we wing that leg out to the side. Walk the back leg back to your elbows and forehead down. So that's 3 nice big deep breaths there. And we're just going to finish our little routine today with a rest position. So let's have a look at our rest position. It's a pretty standard rest position. So either knees together or knees apart, whatever's comfy for you. Take yourself down and just completely relax into that. 3 or 4 nice, good breaths to finish. And let's come out of that. So I trust you've enjoyed the routine today. Emily and I shared that routine. Have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next clip.